Alright guys, making this video here. I've done a lot of research on trying to figure out what is going on with my truck right now. Can't really find anything on the Paccar MX-13. I'm in a Kenworth T660, a 2014 model. Bought this truck about a month ago, and right now it's always run low oil pressure since I got the truck. It's been running a little over 40 psi, which was a concern to me when I first got it. I took it to the mechanic shop and had them run codes and see if they could figure out anything. They weren't able to tell me anything. Said that nothing was going on, every motor's different, should be fine. So I've been running it. The oil's run a little on the low side, but it's, it stays between the marks and has been doing very well for the past month or so. It's getting pretty low fuel mileage, I feel like, for an MX-13. It's been getting about 6 miles to the gallon empty and loaded. I can only get about 8, sometimes 9 if I'm going downhill when I'm empty. And loaded, it's running about 6, give or take, depending on how fast I'm running. But this morning, going on Highway 19 here in West Virginia, and I got a stop engine light and a check engine light came on my truck, and I looked immediately at my oil pressure gauge here, and it dropped down to 20 psi. So 20 psi scared the mess out of me. I pulled over at this Shell truck stop that I'm at now, which was luckily within 2 miles. I was able to get stopped here at this place. I got out, popped the hood, and there's oil everywhere. I can't find where it's coming from. It looks like it may be coming from a blowout valve. I'm going to get out here and show you kind of what I'm dealing with. But at this point, the motor's dry. There is no oil, and I'm not going to run it because this does have an extended warranty on the motor. The motor's got 460,000 miles, so hopefully I'm going to have to get it towed. Not hopefully, but I will have to get it towed. But hopefully it'll be under warranty and we'll be able to figure out what's going on with it. I'll get out here and take a look at what we're dealing with. So you can see there is oil all over my suspension, all the way to the back. It's just shattered oil everywhere, even on my brake chamber. You can see all the way on this side. Now the right side's pretty dry. I know I'm sitting in a fuel lane. That is not cool. It is not what I intended to do, but there is no truck parking here. So I've got to have somebody else come and repower this load, get it picked up so that it can deliver. But as of right now, this small little place only has 3.5 gallons of fuel. And these Paccar MX-13 is going to take about 10 gallons. So I can't even put oil in it and see if it'll hold. There's really no sense in it if it's got this big of a leak. But we're going to get under here and kind of see where I think the oil is coming from. Yeah, you can see how bad it is. It's terrible. Here's a blow-off valve or a hose here. A blow-by valve, I think is what they call it. But it looks like it's saturated up in there. I think it may be coming out of there. I can't really see any damage to the oil pan or the motor itself, which is, I guess, a good thing. It means that I haven't thrown anything out of the motor. But this is a pretty big issue. You can see it's saturated all the way up in there. I can't figure out what the problem is. If anybody knows, heads up would be great. I'm going to have to get it towed over to a Peterbilt shop, and we're going to go from there. But as of right now, we've got no clue what's going on. Actually, some up on the front of the oil pan. But whenever I do figure it out and I get it in the shop, I'm going to make another video and let you guys know what the problem is. That way, maybe you're having the same problem. Could be something that you could resolve, or even keep a lookout for. Like I said, it's been running low oil pressure since I've got it, and it seems pretty laggish going up hills. I'm hoping it's not a serious problem. It'd be great if we could get it fixed and get back on the road, but I'll give you guys an update.